Imagine you're a detective and you've got a super important ledger like a giant record book that tracks every single transaction in the world. But this isn't just any old ledger. This one is special, super secure, and incredibly clever. That's essentially what a blockchain is. Let's break it down. 1. It's a digital ledger, but way cooler. Think of a traditional ledger in a bank. It records deposits, withdrawals, who paid whom and when. A blockchain is just like that, but it's completely digital. It records transactions. These transactions aren't just about money. They could be about ownership of an asset, a vote, a piece of data, or anything that needs a secure record. 2. Made of blocks. Now, where does the block part come from? Imagine that ledger isn't just one long scroll, but it's made up of individual pages. Each page is called a block. A block is a collection of recent transactions. Once a certain number of transactions have occurred, they are bundled together into a new block. Each block also contains a unique digital fingerprint, called a hash, of the previous block. 3. The chain that can't be broken. This is where it gets really interesting and secure. Because each new block contains the digital fingerprint of the block before it, all the blocks are cryptographically linked together in a quote chain. If someone tried to go back and change a transaction on an old block, say, change John paid Jane $10 to John paid Jane $100, the digital fingerprint of that block would change. Since the next block in the chain is looking for the original fingerprint, it would immediately know something was wrong. The chain would break. This makes it incredibly difficult, if not impossible, to tamper with past records. It's like having a digital trail of breadcrumbs, but if you move a single crumb, the whole trail screams, "Alert!" 4. Distributed, no single boss. Now here's the game changer. Most ledgers are kept by one central authority, like a bank or a government. If that one authority's ledger gets lost, corrupted, or hacked, you're in trouble. A blockchain is different. It's distributed. Imagine instead of one copy of that ledger, millions of copies are stored on computers all over the world. These computers are called nodes. When a new block of transactions is created and verified, it's not just added to one ledger. It's added to every single copy of the ledger, on every single computer in the network. This means there's no single point of failure. If one computer goes offline, or even if 1,000 computers try to cheat, the vast majority of the other copies will have the correct, untampered record. It's like having 1,000,000 witnesses all agreeing on what happened. 5. Decentralized, the power of the crowd. Because it's distributed and no single entity controls it, blockchain technology is decentralized. This means no single bank, government, or company has ultimate control over the data or the rules. Transactions are verified by the network participants themselves, often through complex mathematical puzzles in a process called mining or staking, depending on the blockchain's mechanism. This leads to greater transparency. Everyone can see the transactions, though often pseudonymously, and trust, as you don't have to trust a single third party. In a nutshell, for the detective in you, a blockchain is like an unbreakable, transparent, and globally distributed digital record book. Every time a case transaction happens, it's logged in a block. That block is then chained to the previous one, and a copy of the entire case file, the blockchain, is instantly sent to every detective computer in the network. This way, everyone has the exact same verified truth, and no one can secretly alter the past. This technology is the backbone of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, but its potential goes far beyond money, impacting everything from supply chains and healthcare records to voting systems and digital identity.